Welcome y'all to Let's Talk About This with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Sid. What's good, Sid? How you doing?
I am well. I'm good, y'all. What's going on?
Not much, man. It's been a minute, man. I missed you, man. We
It
haven't had a
has.
good conversation in a minute, man.
It has. Everything's been good. Working.
Okay.
And, it's called life. With
Okay.
everything going on with life, just getting through life, processing all that's going on as it pertains to our nation and, my children and life as a single man, etc.
What's the current status of you and your daughter? I know that was a big deal for a minute.
My daughter and I, we just FaceTime 3 nights ago. I had a scare. I was hacked via Facebook, and someone stated, I guess, rest in peace, arrest something, brother Sydney, or bro Sydney. And so it's been a big, it's just been a debacle. It's just been down here from there. And when I say downhill, once they said that, all my friends came to the rescue. They was called, and I was asleep. I was asleep, sound asleep. I was had me some red wine and I took a sinus tablet, so I was out.
Where did the rest?
I don't know. It was on my.
Just thought that, I'm saying this is about you.
Huh?
This is about you.
About me, yes.
Oh,
And so once I woke up to. Oh, excuse me. I make sure you heard that. I woke up to bamming on the door and glass breaking. So you can imagine how startled I was when I got it. So I got up and I ran downstairs. Excuse me. Excuse me. However,
what's wrong with you?
Hell, I'm belching. I'm startled. So I went and I get my gun, the gay gun as he called it.
Yeah, it is.
But again, he will catch these.
We ain't go. We're not gonna brand it. What do you call it? Brandish it on.
Y'all could see it. However, it got it. Run up on them gay bullets. Run up on them gay bullets. I guarantee you. And so I ran downstairs and they was breaking glass. Right. That's what. Look, and you get shot. Let's see if you live. Yeah, let's see that. So as I got downstairs, my gun. I knew. Someone knew me because I heard them. They screamed my name, Sydney. So I knew it was someone that knew me. So I'm screaming like, "What's wrong?" Like I'm so startled. I'm screaming. I'm up. I'm scared. As my friends, they burst. They broke in and got in. They was doing a wellness check. So
they broke in your crib.
Yeah. So glass was everywhere. It was a disaster. Now, let's talk about the aftermath of this. Now. I have good friends. I'm grateful to God that I have stand-up friends. And my best friend, he instructed the friend that came over, break in. I don't care what you do. He could be in there dead. Someone could be doing something. So he instructed him to do so. And he followed those directions to break in and get in. And when he called my name, I'm grateful. But after that, now everyone I could have. However, he said my name, so that's what made me not even like, okay, someone that knew me. But the aftermath, when you are leasing, they don't understand that. So this bill falls on me. Yeah. However, my stand-up friend, I got this. I'm gonna take care of this invoice that you have. But it is pricey.
Were the police?
The police was called. Okay. The labor was killing. The labor is killing us with that. However,
I'm saying you could have been like somebody try to tell them to just leave. Hey, I'm doing good. Go. Somebody try to break my house. I'll pull my gun out. At
that moment, I wasn't thinking like that. Okay. My mind was fried.
To not pay for
nothing. However, my friend stepped in, going to replace the door. Because the entire door has to be replaced because it has glass. And so that has to be replaced. And so they was like the labor bill is $500. The labor bill is $500 itself. The labor fee $500 by itself. So again, I'm grateful for good friends. However, it didn't all have to fall on me for a wellness check. And they advised that if someone thinks something going on, call the police for a wellness check. But I'm grateful that my friends did just what they done, and I wouldn't change it. And hey, break in, make sure I'm good, and I would do the same for them. But I'm alive, everyone. So That's a good thing.
Good, man. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It is a lot.
I would damn near. I would try to. Well, you do what you do in the scenarios that happen. That's how I look at it. Like, thankful that they were there for you, and yeah, you're in a good space. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like what was it like? Somebody was like, "What's up with Sydney?" Then somebody was like, "I ain't heard from Sydney." Then it was like, I mean,
it was online. It was on Facebook. Well, they hacked my bank account as well, so I did have to close my bank account. My bank account, I had to get a new bank. Y'all know how that works when they, when it's compromised, what have you. So that was also compromised, my bank account. However, it was on Facebook, and I guess they was calling me. Anyone knows when I'm asleep, because I'm not a hard sleeper. I'm not a heavy sleeper. Let me say that. I always keep my phone on vibrate. I didn't hear it.
I ain't put my phone hasn't rung since 2012.
Oh,
maybe the work phone, but no, I don't.
But no, they didn't. No, I mean I didn't.
Especially now, because you get all the push notifications and stuff, and I get push notifications about everything. So no, my phone would be like, ding, ding, ding. I already got to turn it over just so the light it don't
like
it up. So,
right. Yeah. And again, if you wake me up, I can't fall back to sleep. So that's why I don't like anybody disturbing, especially when I'm on sinus medicine. And again, so anyways, again, I was awakened to be in a shattered glass. So I tell people I'm still traumatized. Like that scared me.
Yeah. I can see that.
But like I said, it was friends. They came together. I have folk that love me. Let me say that. People love me. And they came to see about me. So I with that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I love my friends. They were on it. I may felt some type of way in the while it was happening, but they made sure to make sure I was good. So yeah.
Cool. So what's up with your daughter?
My daughter's good. They called to check on me. She wanted to make sure, I was good. She had her after the fact. So everybody was calling yet after the fact. While I was yet dealing with that trauma days, I like, y'all, I'm good. That's all it's because I didn't even want to talk about it. I'm one of those people. Once it happened, I'm done with it. I'm okay. I'm done. My bank account, I don't want to talk about it. I'm done. I didn't tell anyone even about my bank account. I'm good. Hence why I keep cash. I keep cash on me. I just tell you about it.
Your friends hacked your account? Or
no, I don't know. I don't know who
did somebody try to hack it because they thought that you was dying?
I don't know. I don't know. Just like I don't know who I don't know if someone, earlier got my personal information. I don't know, because again, my bank account was also hacked. So that's why I'm like, okay, could that be, it's not a coincidence. Both of these happening, what have you, at the same time. So I was like, okay. But I didn't know. Bank reimbursed everything.
I mean that should have happened. I mean, it may take some conversations to happen for that to transpire, but at least you was able to almost be back whole, because I would be traumatized if somebody breaking my house.
Right.
Even
you feel violated pretty much if or like I said, so that's why I tell folks I keep cash in a good hole somewhere. I'll tell everyone. I don't even tell my kids, but I was good.
You ever heard it's like an Eddie Murphy and James Brown thing where James Brown told Eddie Murphy, he's like, hey, when you get some money, make sure you bury it. And Eddie was like,
what I did, y'all.
So when the tax people come and take your money, like they can't take your money. And Eddie Murphy was like, well, what if I lose a house then? He's like, well, if you go dig it up, nobody know where the money at. He's like, you're the only person that know. I was like, it's just funny that, this is James Brown and Eddie Murphy talking about this.
And but what's crazy about that comment, if I pass or anything, that money will be buried. No one will know, because I don't tell anybody. I will not tell not one person, not even my kids. Not saying that my kids will come after me for it, but no. Just in case y'all do try to come forward.
I buried $5 one time, and I couldn't remember where I buried it at. I just lost $5. I was pissed. I was probably like 8 or 7.
So that's why when you were saying I was telling you something about money, you like, you keep cash? Remember what was the comment you made?
I don't have no cash.
But what you said something about, am I doing something? When I told you, I keep cash. I mean, you said, you said, what What did you say?
I can't remember.
What did you say? You said, I'm just trying to think what you said. I just laughed at you. You was like, am I slinging something? Am I doing something? You said,
You working in the trap.
am I yeah, are you trapping? I'm like, huh? Trapping? What I gotta be?
I have zero. I think you know what's funny? I found I was going through some pants and I had washed them and I was going through these pants and I was like, oh shoot, $10. That's the most cash I have around the house, period.
And believe it or not, I don't keep cash on my person. I don't. You won't see. I mean, I'd lie. I may keep $100. It just depends. So I could just have it. Yeah. But like, well, you know, I shouldn't. But like stuff like this, I don't really keep this on me. I don't. So this got to get buried. Mm-hmm. You don't ask how I made it, but like I said, they call it trap, but doesn't know they got to get buried. So it's things like that, and it's been an eventful. Like I said, it's been a crazy week. Out of all people, me, why would I get hacked? Why would somebody want to hack me? I'm like, I ain't got nothing with you. Okay, but. You see, I don't talk about stuff like that. I don't. Again, I didn't even tell them about my bank account. I just y'all know this happened. I'm okay.
Yeah, and
let's move on.
Move to the next
yeah, I'm alive. That's all that matters. I don't want to keep talking about that over my head.
So let me ask you about one of the topics that we have is that happened most recently. It was with the Latino lady and that just went off and was just dropped nigga at least. I think it was like 125 times or something like that. Nigga. It was either 120. I might be exaggerating. It's probably like 25 times from what I. It was like 120. It was 25 times within like a minute and a half or something like that. And that's still a lot.
I'm not confused. I'm striving to find ways to have compassion for people that just do not that does not like black people or dislike black people for no reason. And that's she was a perfect example. I mean, she said that from the depth of her soul.
Yeah. That's about slavery.
Yeah, right.
But you know, the thing about this is my thing. It's like when murder, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you murder someone,
hey y'all, I'm taking communion. So
when you murder someone by accident, or that it's rather than it being premeditated. And I'm saying like this felt like because it was I can't remember if it was live or not, but I know she posted the video.
Right.
So essentially, she knew what she was going to say.
It's premeditated.
She posted.
Right.
So it's the premeditated part.
Yeah.
So that's the part that bothers me
and
the most.
But with that, it almost like, okay, this is premeditated. And I'm questioning, was she thinking in her head, I'm going to get away with this because our president is spewing all types of foul crap out his mouth? Because I have a career. I'm putting this out in the public via social media. Someone's going to see it. So it's like, did that even register in her head? Like, those are the questions I have. Did that even register in your head?
I don't think she cared.
So
listen, when you get to a certain point in life, you have a certain amount of entitlement.
Right.
I feel like you are acting as if nothing's going to happen to you, and if it does, who cares? Because when you get to when all the people remember when they attacked the White House,
January 6th, the insurrection.
They knew something was going to happen. They didn't know what. They didn't think. In my heart of hearts, they didn't think they was going to get pardoned or anything like that. They knew going into that something was going to happen, and they were standing on their laurels that this is some bullshit, and we are going to go attack the White House.
No,
this date, and they set it all up together.
Yeah. They believe correct, but again, just like her behavior. She felt again she's going to be vindicated, like she was going to get off some type of way. Is it that she? So. To me, is she operating her like she feels though she's privileged and that what? Okay, she's officer. So it all okay.
She knew she was gonna.
She was in the military. She was an officer, also. But also do that. Now it makes me question all the black folk that you pulled over or some type of traffic infractions. Was it right? Yeah. Was it fair? Were you just picking on them? Like, what does that look like? And so now you have people out here with, like I said, traffic violations and charges and things that people come, and you just being hard because right, because you just an ugly person.
And sometimes it be. I remember one time I got pulled over, and I'm driving behind the cop car. The cop car slows down. I get off on the exit. The cop car slows down enough, follows me off of the exit. I get on to the other highway. I'm going forward. Cop car pulls me over, and I was like I literally wasn't doing anything, and I was headed to the party, so I didn't start drinking yet. He pulled me over. He's like, one of your lights were out on your license plate. And I'm like,
one of the lights out on the license plate. Okay.
I was like, how do you even see that if you're like you were in front of me?
Right.
I went and got off on the exit. He slowed down and then went and got behind me. And then I was like, and that's what you're pulling me over because my car got towed.
Oh, he towed your car?
He got my car towed.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up I had to spend money. I couldn't get my car right away. Like he couldn't arrest me for it. Right. You know, it could have been easily a fix-it ticket. This is the reason why to this day I will never live in Michigan. I've only been pulled over in Michigan in life, or I've only received tickets in Michigan. That's why I will never go back there, just because every time. One time I got a ticket on my way DJing, had my car double parked, and I was unloading.
Mm-hmm.
And cop pulls up. He's like, "Hey, get in the car." I was like, "I'm carrying equipment, like I'm literally double parked carrying equipment into the building to go DJ." He's like, "Get in the car." Then I get in the car. I'm like, I'm trying to go do this event. It was for University of Michigan. Anyway, I went to Michigan State, but anyway, I was DJing their event. And in the car, he's like, you have a warrant for not having proof of insurance. And I was like, well, here's my proof of insurance right here. And here's my proof of insurance from Light, because I had both of them in the car. So it wasn't as if I'm just trying to get out.
Right.
He's like, no, we got to take you down.
To kind of run you, yeah.
So I had to go down to the warrant, take a picture, all that stuff, and then come back out to go DJ this event. I'm already late now because I managed to get through the process a little bit faster just because the organizer was able to get me booked. I mean, I was getting paid anyway, but I gave him the money back right away. Then I was going to get paid throughout the university. But I'm like, bro, and then I had to go through a whole bunch of shit just to get my license back, even though I had the proof of insurance. I sent them the proof of insurance. And to this day, I will never stay in Michigan because of that. Because I've only had incidents. One time I got pulled over. I'm in my ex's car. I'm in Chicago, and I'm driving. I ain't got my L's. I can't find her insurance. Cop pulled me over. He's like, hey man, where you going? I was like, I got to run over to this place real quick. He's like, all right, man, well, just, watch how you drive. I ain't got nothing on me. I'm in somebody else's car, and I probably got on some house shoes. I just ran out because I had to DJ an event, but I had to run out and go pick up some equipment, and I was running to the store real quick. So it was one of those, like, I'm headed there and I'm headed right back type of place. But and that was in Chicago. Chicago don't care about, they care about crime. They care about murder. They don't care about me and out here reckless with and the only reason I didn't have my L's because I was literally running to the store and running to the equipment store and I was going back home.
Now I'm typically a really good driver, and I haven't been pulled over in years. However, I think I said it last year. Well, people that don't know, my company rent my cars. For the past 3 years, I've been in a new car every week. So I'm always in a new car. And so my car, I forgot to, when my birthday came up, to register my car, renew my tag, whatever.
I got to renew mine. I'm waiting on mine to come in the mail.
So I didn't renew it.
Because I get mine in Michigan.
And so for some reason, I think it was one of those mornings I just didn't feel like going to the airport to pick up a rental car. So I said, I'll just drive my car. And I was in Gwinnett County, I think I was. In other words, it wasn't even Gwinnett. It was one of the other counties, like I was north.
Coming?
I was north of Georgia. Just know that I was north of Georgia. And if you know, you know. So
Nah, I ain't.
I'm riding by.
No, when you start to see vote for Trump.
That's what I was in those areas. I think it was like
red.
I think it was like Forsyth County. What I did, you know that's
yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I'm passing the police. I'm not thinking anything. Now, mind you, this is July. This was last year, July. My birthday is March. July. I'm just driving. Sorry, it was August. I'm driving. I passed the police. I wasn't speeding. Police pulls me over. Now, I'm like, what did I do? Like, and I know where I am. I rolled my window down. I say, and this is a white female officer. I said, ma'am, what did I do? I wasn't speeding. I just passed you. She said, do you know your tag has been expired since March? I said, oh my. I said, Miss Officer, you may not believe me. I don't even drive this car. I'm in a new car every week. I don't drive it. I forgot. That the lady, and that was the Lord. That lady said, I'm gonna give you a warning today. She said, go get it renewed. I went to the admissions. I got that same day. But I was surprised because she could impound my car. They could impound my vehicle, all of that.
Like I told you, I do have my receipt that I did buy my tags, but it just, I don't know, it takes some time. But no, that's exhausting, man. But I mean, back to the original with the lady, like how I don't like I've learned to not try to understand what people think and just let them be who they are and understand that that's just evil.
Okay, but we say,
and that's what I mean. I can describe it.
But we say evil. Okay, so her behavior again brings you back to what I was wanting to ask earlier. Why are Black people so hated? It's like I'm asking why. What you had all of that in you for what? Y'all hate Black people for what? What have we done?
I think it's the stereotypes. I think it's like when you look at the way that we and the good part about those stereotypes is, of course, I'll give a good example, right? One of the things I liked about Ice Cube was talking about, well, I grew up in the hood, but the hood wasn't always bad. And that's how he came up with Friday. He was like, there's fun parts of the hood that everybody has dealt with, and it's not always about, murder and all these situations. So
correct.
Of course, we're always looked at as the hoodlum in the show, or we're looked at as the drug dealer, or in some scenarios that might be all that we can see us being, within a hood structure. But there's more to us, and the hard part is if you're only seeing the hood part from what's being portrayed on television, then you automatically assume it's like you see the music videos. I mean, at one point in time, music videos was just hoes and holding money up to your head, and it's still it's still like that for the most part.
Absolutely.
It's just being mimicked from years and years and years. So it's like, well, they I don't want to say they, but I guess they, but we're not fully understood that we're not all the same. So if you see a bad image, then it's automatically like, well, I don't know if I can trust him, or and it's like that within my job, or not like my job, but within my career, where I have to go a lot of steps more than others have to prove.
Oh, absolutely. We all have
to. I am.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's just from a lack of trust.
Well, if someone knows that answer to kind of help me out, give me some insight, please comment. Let me know why we so hated. I just want to know for clarity. Yeah. To your point, yeah. We are the most intelligent, the most qualified, the most educated, especially our Black women. I can go down the line. They can say that, but it's Black on Black crime. Well, it's same old race crime everywhere. Mm-hmm. That's why you got the KKK, and you got all these other in there, whatever. They have all this other crime, but it always falls like on black people, what we do, and we're this, and we're still, and we're dumb, we're low IQ. And I'm just like, where you get that from? Where y'all get that? What is the problem?
Because we was at the bottom of the totem pole for a long time. We was at the bottom of like no one. You could say there was no other race outside of what happened to the Jewish people, throughout the whole Hitler thing, that have been more impacted in America than the black community.
Absolutely.
So it's when you look at us as less than, it still resonates to this day of how we're viewed. We are not. It's like it's the same thing with men and women. It's like, well, women makes less than men, but most of the time women can be in those higher roles as well.
Absolutely.
But it just sucks that we automatically assume that, oh well, they can't do it because they're emotional, and we come up with. I was like, no, a woman could do it just as a woman could be a president just as much as a man can.
Well, what's funny, yeah, I was having there was a I don't even call it a conflict. So there was an issue with one of my. Would I get into what I really do? I spoke on it, but let's just say that there was an issue with one of my subordinates.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he felt, or he didn't like how I was presenting the message to me as to hold him accountable, what needs to happen, how we're moving forward, and what's your vision for your business, what have you. So I was pretty firm with him. So he escalates this because I guess he didn't like the message or how it was delivered. And so my boss called me, and we heard I was having a conversation. And actually, we conferenced him in on the phone. Allow him to, speak his piece, speak your piece, share how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And the one word that triggered me was when he said, because I'm loud. That was a trigger word for me. He's too loud. He said so many other things, and it didn't bother me at all. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. But he said I was loud. And that's what they think of us, that we're loud. It's to me, it bothered me that anyone else, my Caucasian boss or this someone of other race can be just as loud or just as firm. Let me just say just as firm. Mm-hmm. But they're not deemed as loud. It's like, oh, they, maybe that they're having a bad day.
Or you're what's the word? It was low, I guess. Welcome, y'all. We back. Had some few technical difficulties, but we back at it. We back to Let's Talk About This with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Sid.
What's going on? We are back. Let's get to it.
Back at it. So, what else you want to hit? What's going on in life?
So I got a question because I got to share this story that happened to me last night. Okay. I kept this in last night. I didn't even tell my best friend. So, and my question would be, why are some black men so homophobic? And let me tell you why I asked that question. So, I went out to get food, right, for dinner. Mm-hmm. So if anybody knows, the new Trap Wing spot is open on MLK, right in the Texaco gas station. Okay. It's called a Trap House or something like that. Now,
is that black? It
is.
Is it like black entertainers?
Trap Wing. I don't know, but
what's the name of the truck?
See, it's not a TI affiliated type business, but I was introduced to the Trap Wings in Buckhead because my dermatologist, she's in Buckhead, and so I was like, food near me, yada yada yada. Said the Trap Wings. I was like, okay, look, I'm going to have Trap Wings. Went there, they were good. I was like, okay, I could do this. So I saw they opened one on MLK, so I was there. Now, mind you, I visit regularly to get, my Trap Wings.
Are they fried?
They're fried. Fried, you get all flavor. I get honey. No, I don't know if they would fly. I don't work in the kitchen now. I know I eat wings. I don't know what fried with. I really don't care. They're good. Mm. See, you want to know too much. You need to go ask some people.
Yeah, 'cause I want to know what I put in my body.
You put all kind of stuff in your body.
I know everything I'm putting in my body and the amount of calories and everything.
I'm not worried about calories. But anyways, I went in, ordered my food as usual. I'm sitting there. I'm not going.
I want to try some of these wings.
Well, go and try. If you want a sample.
But you go anyway. If you could ask them, do they put flour?
Okay, so if they don't put flour in there, you're going to get some wings.
Yeah,
they just drop it in the grease.
I can eat it without flour.
Okay, well, just tell them don't put flour on it then.
Nigga, I can't tell them how to.
Yes, you can. If you want. Listen.
If all they do is fry wings. They are not going to change
listen, Linda. Yes, they will. First and foremost, I get honey.
Did you go in there? Yeah. I don't go there. I don't stay. That's
you don't listen.
I don't want to drive over there and be like, can I get some flour wings?
So there's a flavor. I get honey ranch wings. Honey ranch.
Okay.
Honey ranch is not on the menu. They do it for me because they got the ranch because they do have ranch rub and then they do have honey. Okay. So I said, give me honey ranch. So they will create, or if you want them, I guarantee you, if you want them just fried with no flour, they'll give you fried with no flour because they want your money. Now, you got to call them because they have a phone. I guarantee you, if you look up Trap Wings MLK, they have a phone number. Call them and ask before you drive over there. Okay. Solve that problem. So I'm sitting there waiting on my wings. Right.
That's a motherfucking crew.
See,
fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too.
He does.
He just slow my phone. Make sure all our kids don't grow.
He likes to be difficult.
Can't beat us to see us. We thug like riders West Side till we die. I told you, motherfuckers, we bombing you, motherfuckers. You think you motherfucking mob?
I hear him. He's a little disturbed and triggered tonight. I don't know why. Yeah, I know. But back to my story, y'all. So I'm sitting there waiting on my wings. And just like any of us would do, I'm sitting in the, they have chairs waiting on my food. So anybody that walked through the door, what you think to do? Look, right? Somebody walked through the door, you look, and I just look back, I'm on my phone. So then this dude, black shirts, I remember him in sweatpants and all. He walks in the door again, and it was people behind me. I looked over at the door. I saw him come in, and I looked back at my phone. But before I could actually turn to look back at my phone, he just blurted out because everybody started looking because he's like, why the F you staring at me? Talk about me. Mm-hmm. Why the F you staring at me? I don't want you. And so everybody looking, and I looked around. Now, mind you, I wasn't scared because I had that gay gun on me, what he called. I kept my piece. So again, he was gonna catch some of them gay bullets, and that's fine too. Yeah, I bet he'll catch these gay bullets too. So he made his comment, and so everybody looking like, what? They confused because why would you? I'm just sitting there, and I didn't say anything. I just looked and I just saw my phone because it was like, you know what? First and foremost, I don't know this guy. Second, he's not worth the third. If you looked at him, baby, a woman wouldn't want you. What you think? I'm looking at you. Do you see me? You know how good looking I am? Me? Well, and so it's like, why? Are you just trying to start something? It's like you want to start something for no reason. Bro, I don't even know you.
Look, it's funny. I had a conversation with someone over this weekend. And you know what? They said, and I was like, that's how people think. It was like, well, it's the gay perception of like the whole sissy thing.
What does that mean?
Like I said, this wasn't coming from me. This is coming from someone.
No, I'm saying
within the conversation, and it's like the idea that you are, I don't say a threat, but it's almost as if they're looking at it from a perspective of that's not how men are supposed to act. So and I was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. But I'm listening to him, but it was saying like when you put yourself, say for instance me, right? Say for instance, I was in Bulldogs and shit. Like I don't think.
And we're gonna get back to that Bulldog because you made a comment, so I need you to elaborate, but we'll get back to that. Now we'll get back to that because I don't want you to miss your point. Go. Let's. Yeah.
Okay. And it was like the what I gathered from that conversation was that it's automatically assumed that if you're in an environment and you're doing the things that like you would become gay and you're so afraid to not be gay that you automatically like push away anything. It's like you fear what you don't understand, hate what you don't conquer, or hate what you can't conquer. And it's like they don't. I can't speak for all men because I know that when I look at it, I'm like, I care less whatever environment I'm in. And if you assume that I'm gay, I really don't care because if you have a conversation with me, I'll tell you, hey, look, I'm straight, whatever. But I don't feel like I need to. I don't feel like I need to explain my sexuality with somebody that's not trying to have sex.
This in the conversation we're having right now, this is so exhausting to me. Like, it's almost like a black man and black woman trying to explain why they black. Or why we, and as a black man, I get the same thing by being, why's your hair like now being gay? What's your braids? Like, a woman should have to explain her hair. At that moment, that's how she's expressing herself. That's what she wants to do. However, excuse me. So why you feel as though a man shouldn't act like that? First and foremost, I don't want to act like no super hyper, just this macho man that just does not have no feelings, that feels like he can't cry, that has no compassion. I don't want to be that person. That's one. Two, I'm not trying to be a thug. But you don't see me around here talking about, or be a gangster, whatever. But I ain't knocking nobody for if that's how you want to move, if that's what you want to do, if that's your behavior, if that's the environment you've been around. Do you? I'm going to respect you as a black brother, black sister, period, because we black. I got your back. I don't care what you do. So when people make comments like that as to my femininity or being, or they say, sissy, I say, let me tell y'all something. And I hope this helps somebody. First and foremost, straight men touch me when it came to molestation. But we don't deem those men as gay because they're married to women. Y'all got to stop this foolishness. Now, you see, I done got passionate. Stop that foolishness. Because if a man can touch another man, period, and y'all want to deem that as gay, deem them niggas gay too. But we don't do that because you don't know who done molested that woman or that little boy, that little girl. These preachers, these heterosexual men. So y'all stop that foolishness. Second, I'm not gay because I'm feminine. I picked up their women attributes, their ways, because I was afraid of men because I was touched by them. So I placed myself around women. So I picked up the characteristics and what have you. And me being feminine, gay, that don't mean I want you niggas. Half your dick's not even that big. Let's be clear. Don't nobody want, a woman don't even want you with your dirty self. And see, I hate to go there. Your hygiene be off. You be stank. You're broke. You're just like the women say, a woman don't want you. Why you think I would want you? And that, I'm not saying that to no specific person. It's just, come on now.
It's just fucking
right.
It's like people.
You want somebody that wants you. You lack attention at home. That's just my thing. You from somewhere, you looking for some attention. So when we see someone like me, you got to blurt out sissy. You got to blurt out that. Baby, notice I ain't said nothing about you. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care your situation. I ain't said nothing about, hey, how you doing, brother? That's all I'm saying. But you got to give me all that. Why? Got to where I say, why do they hate it? Yeah, so it gets exhausting when we get tired of that. We're trying to get out there and have fun. And I heard somebody via social media, and he was a straight guy, and he was explaining to his friends how when he went to a straight club, he had more fun. A gay club, he had more fun in the gay club and met women versus when he go to a straight club. He has so much fun, and I'm like, okay. Hey, it's fun because all we want to do is love, buy your drink, get drunk. Y'all look get drunk, and now they're gonna dance and twerk and all of that. Hey, that's gonna be everywhere you go.
But only problem I
get back today.
If anything was that gay photo that was above with the, and it wasn't like I had no problem with it because
it was at the bar. You're in a gay bar, so there's some photos at the bar with men showing their dick.
Nah, and it was just funny. Like I said, I'm not offended by it.
You can't be offended. You watch porn.
But I knew
you see dick all the time.
But look, I knew what I was signing up for. Is what I'm saying. Like so when I went up there, it was funny because I was like, Sid, I was like, you said it wasn't gonna be that gay, and I was joking around.
It's not that gay.
No, but you was like, well, it is a gay bar.
It is.
Like, so let me explain the photo because I didn't fully get into context. It was a photo of a nigga like above the bar,
right,
with a white beater
holding his dick,
and no pants on there. It just had his dick out. I was like, nigga, like you like, well, it is a gay bar.
I don't see what the problem. First of all, it's a black half naked man. He's black, so it's good that was up there. But however, no one really pays attention to it unless you haven't been to the Bulldogs. Because is there.
I never been
So
before,
so but it's no different than you going excuse me, to the trap museum. But what I'm saying, but you have stuff from the trap, like there's stuff that you can see, whatever. Or if you, or I'm saying, or you go to a strip club or a sex club and they have pictures of naked ladies or whatever. Why? It's the same thing. It's pictures of big booty women, big breasted women, whatever that look like in that space. It is what it is. So now, what you it was no what you didn't have to be offended, but did that do something to you? Because was this thing bigger? Oh, okay. I'm just saying because you that's what.
I'm comfortable in mine.
Okay,
I was like,
just saying.
I'm trying to get you a birthday drink, and then I look up. I'm like, all right, I got a damn dick right here. And then
did you lose your focus?
Well, it is a gay bar.
It is. It was a gay bar, and I don't pay that. Listen, I'm at the bar to get my drink. Have y'all ever got a Bulldog's drink? Man, please. That's what I'm there for.
No, but you got to think when it's an environment that you're not a part of.
Correct.
You're going to notice all the nuances that aren't normal that you don't see in their normal space.
Like, so when you go to other gay bars, you may see all the colored flags and the rainbows, and you're going to see men in their little jock straps. Like, or women. It's everywhere you go.
I'm not offended by it because that's just who you are. So, and it could be, this is how this bar is, or this is how this bar is. It's like, but what I'm saying is, like, when I look at it, and like I said, I think I look in like I said, I'm not going to, like, I'm this holier than thou viewer, but I just look at, I like culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I say it from the standpoint of, that's just what it is. Like, I don't try. I know the difference is, like, I think most people were going like, well, why you up in there, or why is that dude up there? I was like, no.
But why does that matter though?
I was like, but that's what I'm saying. I told you I don't invest in the why. I don't do like, that's just, I don't care. Like, because it is what it is. Like, well, if I ask you why that gay dude is up there with a white beater and no pants on, you can't give me the answer.
Oh, because I don't care.
No, but I'm saying you can't give me the answer. You don't have the answer.
Because I'm not the owner. And now the owner can get...
No, but what I'm saying is people will... I'm saying the difference between, like, certain people. Like, certain people would be like, man, why that dude up there with a gay? I was like, I didn't care about... I was like... my thing was... I was like, man, you said it wasn't that gay, and I was like, that is the gayest thing I've seen.
It was like... It's like this thought I had before. Back in the day when I was, again, church boy. I'm a church boy, so heavy in the church. So how my thought process was when I was younger, I would never go. Well, it was back in the day before I got direct deposit and all that, just saying that. But there was a time I wouldn't go to like a check cashing place. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There was a time I wouldn't go and cash my check at a liquor store in fear of what people would think me walking out of the liquor store. Even though I'm just cashing a check, they're going to assume, what you doing there? You buying liquor? Like, they're going to assume, I didn't want them to assume I was buying liquor. That was back in the day, though.
But I'm saying, like, in this scenario, I never cared if I walk into a liquor store and I'm
but now
I don't care. Like I had to give up the perception thing a long time ago, just because I just learned that, and like I said, this isn't a holier than thou like mentality. It's just, I just learned at one point in time in life that people are going to have an opinion and people aren't going to have an opinion. It's most likely going to be 50-50. And when it gets even higher, it's going to be like, oh, I saw Sean at Bulldogs. Like, oh, he must be gay. Well, ask me. If you got a problem with it, if you're not fucking me, that shit really doesn't matter to me, your perception of me. Just because I care less about your opinion if we're not intimate with each other. Like if the person I'm with is like, yo, what's the name, said you was at Bulldogs, and I was like, yeah, I was there with Sid. We was chilling. It was birthday, da da da. Or I was just there and they got good, because Sid like they got good drinks.
You know what? I'm gonna say this.
I ain't in there like breaking it down for a
right,
nigga and nothing like that.
But if you see, this is a fun fact about me, and I promise you, my good friend, he can tell you this, but I never share this because it's not a big deal to me at all. And I'm gonna go back to why. Okay, because I don't want to offend a woman at all, because I respect women, period. However, do you know? And yeah, I'm being a little cocky. I'm a good looking brother. Don't let these hat and glasses fool you. No, I know I'm going somewhere with this. Let me finish.
No, I want to come back to the good
looking
brother thing.
I'm a good looking brother, and I'm saying this to say, do you know how many and you know this to be true? You know how many luxury cars I drive every week? My point is, when I'm in my car, whether I'm in Midtown, whatever, I can pull more women. And I'm telling you, women be ready to talk to me. Because again, I ain't looking like I got a dress shirt. I got on the suit. I'm a professional. I'm a professional brother. Women will talk to me, and then I tell them, I'll be like, girl, because I'll throw them off. Girl, what you talking? So I'll do that to let you know. No, I'm not. Or I'll be like, what's up? How you doing? And I've had women. There's this little spot. I can't think of the name, y'all. It's on Moreland Avenue. It's a new spot. It has a full bar, and it has a like a food court. I was sitting there the other day, me and my colleague.
About Caroline?
It's no, not Caroline. No, you tell. It's on the other end. It's on the other end. I know Caroline's with the Target and all of that. No, the other end. You got to go across the bridge to the other side.
East Atlanta?
I guess that's East Atlanta. Yeah, I guess. See, I only know my store. I only
across 20, right?
Yes, you got to go on the other side because I have a store there. I have a store. It's a Kroger, and you go down to Kroger, and like to the right, it's like a new they just built this. So like we go, it's a bar.
I go that Kroger.
Okay,
that's why you see me and my mom.
So yeah, right. But if you go down the street, they just built this new thing. It's like a little. Anyways, sitting there with the girl. The girl wanted to come home with me. She told me how again. She's bisexual, what have you. My point is, I could connect with so many women, but I always tell them I would not play with a woman because I don't want to become attached. Honestly, would I have sex with you? Absolutely. But I don't want anything after that. It's just fun. So my point is, men can call me what they want to call me. I guarantee you I get some pussy before you. I promise you that. Matter of fact, I will challenge you. And they're going to be better looking than you. So you got to go for whoever want to get it. I'm saying some of them, whatever lady want to get. No, these attractive women, these what y'all call baddies. Don't play. They already see me in the car. They already think, because they see he got some money. That's the perception. I'm just saying. So just like, that's why I don't get bent out of shape when heterosexual men call me out my name. I promise you I don't. And I don't even talk about it because it's nothing to brag about. This is why, again, and I'm probably ashamed to talk about this, but I'm having sex at 12. I got so much pussy. It came a dime a dozen to that's why I didn't like women. Hell, I better like gay boys because I wanted somebody to tell me no. I was trying to give me a challenge. It wouldn't tell me no because I was getting it. And it's nothing to brag about, but it's like if it's just about the pussy that kind of determines if I'm gay or not, well, hell, y'all call me bisexual then. I don't know because everyone got so much to say about me, but I guarantee, I promise you right now, we can walk out this door. I guarantee you I'll find out some pussy. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you your check. And you can take that to Regions, Chase. I guarantee you that. And if anybody want to come for the challenge, come on. Any of you women like women too? Oh, I got some baddies. What's up? Oh, I'm telling you, I put on the whole show.
So let me ask you this question. So this is where I want to go back to.
Me being, I said I'm attractive brother. That's what you were going to say.
Why is it come off as ego versus confidence when men are? Because I know I'm cute. I know I'm handsome. I know I get a haircut. I smell good. I try to make sure my clothes are clean, and I don't, like I present myself a certain way. So when you're confident within that, why is it like a thing? Like I said, this isn't something that we got to answer, but I'm saying like, why is it a thing when men are more confident? Because I was explaining this to someone, and I was telling them, I was like, well, times have changed,
right?
Things have shifted as far as, but then
make sure
dating,
I'm moving. Okay.
But then all of that stuff where because we get into the whole high value men, that term. I don't necessarily abide by that term, but I feel like it's. So I was thinking about this the other night. I don't want to pivot from the conversation. I was thinking about this the other night. I was like, damn. From a woman's perspective, if like say for instance, men separate because as you get older, I mean you got two kids, they're a little older now, but
They're adults.
yeah, I'm saying like as in what's more of the attractive thing, the I mean what's more the draw now? Is it the man that doesn't, you know, have the kids no more, or is it the wife that has two or three kids that they're trying to manage and someone's trying to date them or so? You know, like what's the more attractive thing? Where I'm just saying, like, say for instance, a man and a woman, right?
Right.
And man and woman who has a harder time now finding someone that they want to date?
Right.
Would it be the woman that has the two or three kids at home, or is it the father that child support or has joint custody or whatever?
I'm gonna answer that, but go back because I want you to pivot because I see you got me both. I'm gonna miss my thought. Go back to what we're gonna. I'm gonna answer that question and then we'll go back.
And then we'll come back to the value.
I will say what I've learned again when I have conversation with people, male or female. I'm intrigued, and most people will ask, Sydney, why are you single? This is the God's honest truth. I am single by choice. Do I want to be in a relationship? Yes. However, how I move, and I'm putting this on me, how I move is preventing me to, it's like I'm not satisfied, meaning I can have a conversation with a woman at the bar. I'm telling badge, suit, work, and like you said, I am very confident. When people see me walking the store, they be like, we saw that was you. I done had men stop me or women be you bad. And women give me life. Let me just say that. I could be in the store. They be like, we love your swag or you look good. Women give me my life. So that's why I'm so confident. But anyway. And so I can have a conversation. And to me, I think it's building a relationship, a conversation, not even thinking of it. It happened organically. And that's how I connected with some of the women that I'm finding out that they're bi, yada, yada, just by conversation. And I'm more attracted to that than I'm saying, oh, I just want to get, sleep with you, what have you. That's what I'm finding. But however, I will not play with a woman. I keep saying it. Yeah, I may be bi. I will not play with a woman. So I will not try to reel in or connect and be in a relationship with a woman this time. Been there, done that. That's not what I want to do. So I believe it's more so you have to be a little bit more vulnerable, open yourself. All that hard exterior, or you still wallowing or dealing with that past trauma, what somebody said to you, did to you, lied to you, how they treated you. No, they broke your heart. Fine, grieve it, move on, because guess what? Love is still out there looking for you.
So do you have more? Are you more? Do you? I won't say pull back, but do you?
Nope.
Do you deal with women differently than you deal with men? As far as
now, that's a good question.
As far as the caring about, like doing them wrong, or not, I would say doing them wrong, but but you say you don't play with women. So
no. And see, some answer that's a good question. With me, we talking about me. We talking about you heterosexual man, bisexual. When I deal with a woman, just like a man, I give them all of me. Now, with a man, my more feminine side may come out because I'm a little bit more nurturing or what have you. But a woman, I'm just Sydney. I'm talking and I'm like, girl, what's up? We should do this. What's up? Let's go. Let's go shopping. Let's do this. And we will build that relationship over shopping, over eating, talking about past relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they get to learn my character. They're like, oh, okay, you safe. You cool. Because I talk about this. Like I put it all in the open. I don't hold nothing back from people because I'm at an age where I got a lot of you. Yeah. And then I tell you that because you can't have nothing on me. If you find out something, nigga, you already knew I was doing that. You know that's what I do. Yeah. Right. So you can't kind of put me out, blackmail me. You can't do any of that. I already put it out there. And so if a woman choose to sleep with me, that was her choice. Okay. You know what I do. You know what I like. You know what it is. What I'm not gonna be in a relationship. I like men. Okay. I mean, what we talking about here? And again, never fails. I have no issues with a man. Again, it's a little different. Just trying to get, but I'm yet gonna be your friend. I'm yet gonna put it all out there. But with a man, I am a little reserved as it pertains to my personal life. Like I don't really like to talk about my kids like that just in the beginning because I don't need you to know all that right now because I'm trying to see if you're gonna be some sucker. Because again, men lead with money, sex and money. I don't sit at a table with a dude on a date and all he talked about his penthouse and his American Express. Bro, I'm bored. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah. You didn't capture my attention. Maybe you're looking for one of them ones, and there's some folk that's looking for that sugar daddy or whatever y'all call. No, I'm trying to see where your heart. Do you love people? How do you treat the waiter and the waitress? How do you treat the people next to us? Like I want to see that in your heart. How you treat your mammy and your pappy? Like what we doing? So that pretty much that's how I deal that. If not, if I see how you treat people, you're ugly, you're nasty, we ain't got to talk about. I'm good. You want to see me the next day? I'm good. Like, because that's you. I'm not going to stop you for you. I'm not going to coach you. I'm not going to manage your if that's how you act, someone may love it. Guess what? You go find that. It is what it is.
So now what about the part about the confident part that we talked to? Confident versus because it's weird because I think you sent it to me, but I can't remember. No, actually, that my cousin sent it to me, but it was kind of like if you call too much, then you're clingy. If you don't call enough, you don't care. If you so it's kind of like the finding a blend between like, well, what do women want or men want or however. But I'm saying if you're too confident, then why is that a thing? Because in my opinion, I'm not going to scale back on my confidence or I want to say ego, but just who I am as a person, just because it could bother you. I'm just going to be me. And don't get me wrong, I'll adapt and I'll figure out how to be with someone, but I'm not going to scale back who I am as a person. And I'm saying that from the confidence perspective.
Right. And that's what I say the Lord has been dealing with me. I was like that maybe 2 years ago. Like I've always, and again, if you know me, I've always tried to not try. I'm humble. Like I'm not excited. Okay. But I'm not excited by like if you was to pull up at a Bentley tomorrow, whatever you say, second, okay, because in my head, that's your money. Now, unless you saying, see, I'm finna break you off, that ain't my money, so I'm not excited about it. So when I was like playing that, and I should stop saying that, well, I don't want to be arrogant or like cocky, what have you. I need to stop saying that because honestly, I'm very confident. I really don't care what people think, but I'm saying it so I don't want to say, oh, he's arrogant, he's this. But again, going back to not caring.
That you being confident is perceived as arrogant
or triggering to others.
The dope part about being confident is not caring about somebody's opinion about you being arrogant. Like if you think that I'm arrogant, if you think that I think this certain kind of way, then it's like, okay, believe whatever you want. Because I am like the way that I am is what got me here and what's going to get me moved forward. Now, of course, I'm always trying to figure out how to make myself better, but I'm not using the person that's looking at me as the arrogant person or whatever to be able to do that. Like if you feel like I'm like my power or my energy is not what you fuck with, then don't fuck with it. And I'm okay with that. I love to agree to disagree. Right. Like I really love to be like, I'm
so confident. And when I'm going, no matter what event or no matter where I go, I am going to be the baddest thing in the room. But let me tell you, what I don't do, you'll see people going to some type of ball that's consists of farmer wear. So they went all this extra, all these colors and all that. I'm very simple. I keep it simple, but it's something about me that's gonna pop. Whether it's my tie piece, whether it's my shoes, and folk will be like, see, that's clean. See, I'm gonna always give you clean. I play safe because first of all, I'm confident in that. I'm confident who I am as a lean man, as a feminine lean man, as a man that wears tailored clothes. When I walk in stores, guess what? I'm telling you, women, and women is y'all fault. I'm telling you, women will be like, bro, I love your swag up, man. You look good, you handsome. Or they stop me all the time. A man stopped me today with my cologne. He said, bro, you walk by. And anyway, he said, what's the cologne?
Dude, I was walking out of Kroger, that Kroger on Morgan. This woman followed me. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell her. I say, brother, I'm so sorry. Yeah, like you get people. So I'm always like that. And I'll be like, I love it. So I learned, honestly, to stop worried about how I trigger someone. Now, what gave me the most joy about how I carry myself, I was in a Kroger, and these two black dudes, they was working in the.
We got all these experiences coming out of Kroger.
Because that's what I'm in Kroger's every. I'm in,
talking about three.
Well, I'm in Kroger. Well, that's what I do. I'm in Kroger every day. For my franchisees are in Kroger's, but and the dude, they stopped me and they was like, Mister, how's your swag? How you get your swag? Like, they was asking me, like, how do I get my swag like that? And how do I get the next step in their career? And they was more so thinking about like career and dressing for interviews and yada yada. And to sit there to have that conversation with these young black brothers to tell them, get you some slacks, get you a dress shirt, you don't have it doesn't have to be expensive, go to yada yada. And I would just man, that gave me joy. That gave me joy.
That's how I got one of the I don't say kids, but one of the guys that I'm mentoring. I was like, we're using rooms to go. I had on a suit. I was actually looking at other positions, or I was interviewing. And he's like, man, I see you all, because I had on my nice suit. I don't know if I even had on. I might have had a tie. I can't remember. But we started talking, and then when we started talking, I was like, because he's trying to transition into tech and all that stuff. I was like, well, we could look at this, da da da. And we ended up, I told him, I was like, well, this is what I'll do. Like, even just trying to help him, I was like, well, you can, like, the first thing you want to do is to start looking at certifications, what makes sense for your career. If this is something that you think that makes sense, I was like, I'm getting this cert. I was like, if you want, and mind you, I didn't have no job at the time. I was like, if you want, I was like, I'll pay for half of your cert. Pay for half of his cert. He got it. It was a cert that all he had to do was finish the class. He took the class, like, I took it, I think it was like December of that year, third week of December. He took it like 2 weeks after I took the class, certified. You know what I'm saying? He has his own cleaning business and he's doing his own thing. But and I started taking them to places. I was like, yo, look at the bigger picture, versus like, I have an ego as far as the places I go to, but I'm taking you to, this is where successful people are going. These are the type of events that because you want to be within that kind of crowd to be able to understand that, okay, this network. And if I'm trying to get here, because I was trying to explain to him about the hose, and the problem that he had was because he was stuck on. Anyway, so I'm talking to him and I'm like, bro, like, don't worry about that. I was like, women are going to be at every level. Like, so don't think that, okay, you have to stay like.
And that right there,
with her,
right?
And I was like, yo.
And that right there about successful people, because I hear that a lot. You got to put yourself in spaces and places where successful people are, where they go, what have you. I totally disagree with that. I disagree with that. And when people say that, I just be like, okay, that's how you feel. And the reason why I disagree with that, first of all, I attract success. I attract money. No.
I think you're missing it.
Okay, explain.
So let me explain something. When you only see small, you only
gotcha.
So in that scenario,
I got you. What you're saying? Okay. I got you. Okay.
There's more than just
right. You're
there's
absolutely.
More, if you're trying to transition to tech, you're not going to get that from just strictly within your
correct. Correct. I got you.
So giving him a bigger view on, like, oh no, we over here, we in what's the Urban League. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the biggest organizations that's been around for years. Like, involve yourself in this stuff. Like they got the young Metro Board and stuff like that. They have, I forgot the title they call it, but Urban League, young people, ULYP, and they have these organizations. So you can see what's out there rather than what's within your smaller circle, because you're only seeing like, oh well, I'm glad to have a girl. Da, da, da. I was like, well, no, if you're not. I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm just arguing with somebody and I'm like, yo, why are you arguing with somebody who you don't live with or blah, blah, blah. Like you see what you see what could be more. Like, so then, I'm saying, then go for more.
Now, and the indictment, well, I'll say this. The compliment, like I said, I was joyed when they asked that question. They wanted to know. I told them, hey, and again, yes, it was a compliment for me, but the indictment was in how I walked. My takeaway from that is what men are around them showing them that they even had to ask me. What men are not showing them that or giving them that knowledge or spit or they're not like, so they only see, so what men that's around them, that's close to them, family, that's not how they dress, that they're not professional. Like I saw asking questions. So like I said, it's an indictment on, it's an indictment.
Which is dope. I brought him here. I mean, he's been to my crib. I've showed him, and there's another cat that I'm mentoring too. I talk to him maybe like once every 2 weeks, and he's doing stuff with Nike right now. And the dope part is like I'm showing them, like he got a certification as well too. He's been trying to get a certification for like 8 months, and I tried to
Right.
break it down to him. I was like, bro, I've gotten five. I don't want to just harp on certification, but I was like, I've gotten 5 certifications since you've been trying to get one. What are we doing out here? I make more money than you already, and my drive is way higher than yours right now. He ended up getting it within a month. I was like, yo, what are you scared of? You felt it, you take it again.
That's it.
Now you know that, like we get so wrapped up in thinking that if I end up failing, then I'm a failure, rather than actually figuring out the path to be able, like, hell, this one of my certs I took 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't pass to the third time.
Just,
You know?
just a big dummy. Not just playing.
Fuck you. But I'm just saying, like, but now I make more money because I got the certificate. I mean, but it wasn't even. It was even, I would say, from the cert perspective, it was a way of thinking. It wasn't even the knowledge that was on the test. It was literally like, you either think like this, because in normal business structures, you don't think like the test is telling you, but it's telling you a new way. Oh no, this is a process. You have to think.
And what's sad about that, the indictment of getting certifications, Caucasian men don't have to do that and yet make more money than us. Oftentimes.
Now I'll say this. I would. I mean, I'm saying looking.
I'm talking about some of these.
I'm saying I would look back at my career, and I would rather have my certifications than actually go to college.
Yeah,
because I had a college degree and I wasn't
making
money,
listen,
not even
absolutely
close,
correct.
You know? So it was one of the things. But we about to wrap up. What else you want to drop in before we?
I think that's pretty. Look, I think that's pretty. Wrapping up what we was discussing. Oh, I did want to bring this up. Because we are running out of time. However, and y'all could answer this in the chat. This doesn't have to be long, but how? Okay, we could. Yeah. We'll talk about that next.
Is it a current topic?
Yes. Well, not a current topic. Something that we brought up earlier. And again, we can talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can talk about that later.
All right, cool. Well, thank you all for listening to the Let's Talk About This with your boy Sean and your boy Sid. Peace. Any words you can leave them with?
Hey, listen. Get out there. Well, I will say this. Get out and vote. I understand most may think or feel that their vote doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Black people, get out and vote. We cannot make change if you don't get out and vote.
Okay, so, I'm with that. I would say that go the path that you want to go. Don't be just because the road get bumpy. Keep fighting for it. It may take you a little bit longer than you wanted to take, but at least you can say, hey, I achieved this and I got something that I wanted to get out of the way. And that's it.
Or go rob your bank and just get the money easy. Hey, don't listen on day. Don't go to jail. I'm just playing.
All right, y'all. Thank you all for listening.